For MSO News Sports, I'm Tim Kearns, and this is Panther Preview with Beverly football head coach Andrew Morency. Andrew, we need to start this conversation off about the upcoming game with a reference back to last week. I'm sure you weren't pleased with a lot of aspects of the game, but the one aspect that you can't question is the kids' commitment to playing hard. And the best depiction I saw of that showed up in the Salem News on Saturday morning with the picture of Duncan Moreland skying over two Marblehead defenders in an attempt to haul in a pass.
I tell you, it's not for lack of effort, Tim. You know, Duncan Moreland and a lot of these guys who are competitive athletes and who compete at different fields and different seasons, this is important to them. And, at the end of that game, it could have been very easily to kind of put your head down and not come, and play the full quarters. But, they did. We tried. Kids are working hard. It's funny, you take away a couple big plays. You take away that punt block and that pick, our defense played better, So inevitably, we looked at the films and there were silver linings. So we want to build on those moving forward.
As I came here and I was sitting along the fence waiting for you guys to finish up, I couldn't help but notice the positive energy that was on the field, exuded by, starting with yourself, but then down through your coaches and the end of the practice meeting with the guys.
That's right.
There was nothing dour. There was no sour notes. It was all positive projection about what you guys can do.
That's right. I think what's interesting, we had one of our best weeks of practice we've had all year. The kids came out very easily. We could have kind of put our heads on, but on Monday, we won the JV game. On Tuesday we came out. We had a good practice. On Wednesday we came out. We had our best practice of the year. So we feel like this shows a little bit of character. We're building on the positives, despite the fact that we had some hiccups these last few times at home, and we're looking to play tough on the road at night like we did versus Walden.
You get a Somerville team coming up that's 0-4. They're having trouble scoring points with an offense that I think a lot of people looking at them from last year with some really good people coming back. We're going to be able to score points, so they're having some difficulties. But the real difficulty for them is on the defensive end. They're giving up 3 times as many points as they've actually scored.
Somerville has good athletes, and the coach does a good job. And I'm sure they've dealt with some injuries, and in the graduation they took a hit. Like a lot of programs. I mean, their quarterback was a career Hall of Famer as far as his numbers, and when you lose that, that's hard to replace. But Somerville's going to come out flying. Let me tell you, they're athletic and they play hard.
Again, I asked you last time going into Marblehead, any kind of change in the game plan, but it's better sticking to the bread and butter, the stuff and make that work.
That's right. we're going to try to get the ball to certain key individuals and get some touches to guys who maybe didn't get enough last week. But beyond that, it is coming down to doing the things that we do best and trying to build on our strengths, get better, get kids acclimated on not only what we have to do, but also learning from our mistakes that we made in prior weeks. And the kids have responded resoundingly. I mean, like I said, we had a really good week of practice, and as a coach, you see that after a loss, you see that you see character. And sometimes, inevitably, when you lose, you build character, and you can take that lesson, and if you have enough football left, you can build it on the next week, and we're hoping that's the case here.
How healthy are the Panthers at this point in the season?
Well, it's funny. We take a step forward, we take a step back with injuries. We do have a couple guys back. Curiel Calise, which is Hugh Calise's younger brother. He's a sophomore, but we plan on him being a big contributor this year. He's back this week, so we plan on seeing him on the field a little bit more. Again, it's another week with Merge Malumba back, and Duncan Moreland will be, a little bit more involved in the offense. And so, we're moving guys around and doing the right thing, but we're certainly building on the tenets that we've built since day one, because we know that if we come to play all 4 quarters, we're going to have a good shot to win every week.
Great. Thanks, Coach. Appreciate it. Good luck this Friday night in Somerville.
Thank you, Tim. I appreciate it.
Okay. That's Andrew Morency, the head coach of the Beverly Panthers, sponsored by the Gloria Food Store.